Hello everybody. Angie here. I'm coming on today with a video for you guys. I have been on a mission this year to use my inventory, get my craft room cleaned up, use up things that I haven't used and touched in a really long time, and just use what I have. So with that being said, I was going through a big stack, and I mean a big stack of digitals. And I came across this. It's just an image that says which state are you from, and it has the United States map on there. But I printed this out along with these images sometime last year, I want to say. And I do not really particularly remember what I wanted to use these for. I think I wanted to do some type of a swap, like a state swap of some sort, but somehow it got pushed off to the back burner, as we all do, tend to do from time to time, and I forgot about it. So I thought I would pull this out and utilize this now. Okay, so what I came up with, what I thought I would do is I'd do a tag series. And I'm going to make a tag for all 50 states. And just kind of have some fun, try and use up some of my inventory. Like I said, use up stuff I have and just see what happens. Now the twist with this is, excuse me, I'm going to do a random make. And that is completely not my norm. Okay, usually I have, a little time, and we, how we always work better when we have time to think through the process before we start our makes. But this one's just going to be a random on the spot make, and I thought that would be a challenge for myself and just have some fun and see what we come up with. So I hope this is something that you guys will like and give me a little grace as I get through it, because this is something that's it's completely out of my norm. Okay, so what I thought I'd do, because I had these, and these will be very helpful. These are just some images that I can fussy cut and use in my makes. Most of them are just like stamps from the different states, but there's a few other little elements in there. But what I thought I would do is I have a whole bunch of these cut-offs from another make that I had started, and I had a big stack of them. And they're just small little pieces. So what I did off camera is I wrote all 50 states on these. Okay, so there's all 50 states on these cards. Okay, so what I thought I would do is I would mix them up, and on camera with you guys, I'd pull a random state and we just do a tag make with them and just kind of have some fun and see what we come up with. All right, and then by the time I'm done, I'm gonna have 50 different tags. And hey, if this is something that interests you guys and you want to do a swap, hey, that'd be even more fun. Let me know, okay? And I would be more than glad to do that. But that's an option. But anyway, I thought I'd just do a tag series with you guys, okay? And I have also off camera I have several of these little mailers, package mailers from the post office, and I just have a lot of them laying around. So I cut those down to, well, I don't even remember now, 4 by 7. And I thought that would make a nice, good size tag. I still have to cut off the sides, but I thought that would be nice real estate to make a nice tag. They're fairly sturdy, and yeah, we have some fun with that. So what do you guys think? Something you guys might be interested in, hopefully? Well, I sure hope so, because we're going to get started today, right now. All right, so I'm going to mix these up. See that? I'm going to mix them up. I'm not going to look. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me get them straight. And we're going to do a pull. Okay, they're all mixed up. Now, let's see. Random pull. Let's see. Random pull. Which one? La da 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 da. New York. How about that? These will get put aside, and we'll do a random pull every time we do this series. Okay? So let's grab our base, which is one of these, and they'll all be the same size. Okay? So I'm thinking just something like that. Now, like I said, please allow me a little grace as we get through this series, because like I said, this is not my comfort zone to just do a random make and think off the fly like this, okay? I like some, we all like to have a little bit of time to think things through, but we'll see how this works. Okay, so for New York, I know I saw it, yep. I saw the Statue of Liberty. And let's see what else I got in here. Do I have a New York stamp? I don't see one, but I do see this little I Love New York. So we're going to take that. And we're going to utilize this stuff. I mean, I took the time to get these images and print them out. I'm not going to waste them. Let's see, is there anything else in here I can use? Yes, that's it. Oh, there's that, the little headdress from the Statue of Liberty. I don't know if we'll need that though. We'll start with those two. All right, so for New York, I don't know. What are these colors here? I got some green and red, kind of like a goldish. I guess that's supposed to be like gold. Let's start with, and I'm going to refer to my bag of scraps, of all kinds of paper scraps. I'm going to try and utilize some of that. What do we do? Should we do yellow, nice and bright? Let's see. Let's get started. Save on time. I'll probably try and use some tape here. Sometimes it's faster than glue. That'll be a nice bright tag, won't it? And I probably just leave the back sides blank. Be a nice little writing spot. Or if anybody is interested in the series and wants to come along, please join in, make a tag also. We're starting with New York, and hey, if somebody out there's from New York, you want to do a swap, hey, make me a Colorado. I'm from Colorado. We can do a tag swap. I don't mind that either. I think that would be fun. And everyone's going to be different. I'm just going to work off the fly here, off the cuff, how they say. Okay, I don't have anything out right now, inks or anything. So all I have is my scraps. Okay, let's see. I've been to New York. I was very young. I don't remember a lot. It's a long time ago. I always tell myself I would like to go back and experience it as an adult, but haven't made it yet. We'll see. All right, let's fussy cut this out. And this is kind of good too. It gives me a little time to think, I guess, of what I can do. Sometimes that's where we do our best thinking, you know. But for the next video, this is just kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing when I found these papers. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to use these up. But I will, for the next make, for the next tag make, I will at least pull out like some stickers, maybe some die cuts, I don't know, some different assortment of papers, ribbons, you know, things like that that I can utilize in a tag and just have at hand. So when I do these makes, I won't keep you guys waiting as much and say, oh, let me go grab this or let me go grab that. That will happen from time to time, don't get me wrong, you know, but, you know, have my inks close and, yeah. And I think that'll help some. But I think this will be a little fun, little series of makes. Maybe I can do some research and learn a little bit more about each state as well, you know? You never know. You never know. I think it'll be fun. And actually, maybe I will off camera take some time and just fussy cut all these out off of all these pages that I showed you and just put them in a pile. And then I can just thumb through those as well and have them at the ready. Instead of like now me fussy cutting this this image out. That'll save 2 or 3 minutes here and there. But that's all part of the process. So I hope you guys will stick through and follow along. I think it'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to refer to my finger blade here for the smaller bits. I'm thinking maybe some, I do have some book page right here. And these don't necessarily plan on being any one particular theme. Just the only theme that's going to be going on is the state. It doesn't have to be vintage, you know, anything like that. I'm just going to work with what I have and see what develops. Whoop. See, because when I try to rush, that's when we tend to mess up. So I'll just relax and hopefully you guys will hang in there with me. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Well, we got a couple things. Let's see. Let's do some book page. Let's see. I've got some under this stack here. And I'm going to grab some ink as well. Let me do that. Okay, I think I want to do that. And I didn't glue under the inner portion or tape that down. I might want to tuck something underneath. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we've got those two. I got, let's see, in here, some doilies. Why don't we use one of those? I like that. Maybe that there. What else can we put on here? We could do a little stamping. Let's see, I've got some, let me reach across you here. I've got some clocks here, maybe one of these clocks. Maybe this one. And maybe some washi tape. What do you think? How about some washi? Let me grab my washi basket. And I have some washi tape up here as well. I just thought about that. Let's see how that would look. That might look nice. Let's run a little bit of this. Yes. If I can get it started. There we go. You got it. I don't have my stamps close at hand, so we'll use this washi for now. As a little background element. Cut that off. I like that. And then we're going to put the doily down. I'm going to cut a piece of it off. Tuck it under, just like that. Okay. we're going to put that down there. I like that. Yeah, we'll use that right there. Just a little piece. Okay. Put that there. Okay, that's not too bad. And that clock we had. Okay, I feel like we need something right up there. Let's see. Let me look through my washi here. Kind of like that. That kind of goes in with that little bit of that gray on that strip there. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Nope. Let me look through these images, see if there's anything else that catches my eye. Nope, I don't see anything. All right, I think we need some ribbon of some sort up here. And I have somewhere in here, here it is. This is just a nice big tab punch. Let's do that. Try and get it right in the middle. There we go. That'll work. And let me look in here in my scraps. Maybe? No. What about that? That'll look nice, won't it? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let me cut a piece of that off. This is some vintage trim here. Got glue on these scissors. Clean them up. think I'm just going to do a little quick tie on that. Okay, I'm liking that. A little long though. Let's trim that off just a bit. Perfect. And do we want to incorporate that? I don't want to waste it. Yeah, let's put that right there. I like it. Okay, let's go over the edges. A little more ink. Just kind of finish it off, make it a little bit darker. All right, not too bad for my first one. I will get some pieces out and have them at the ready for the next make, but for this one being spontaneous and on the fly, let's see how long we took. Well, 25 minutes. Well, not that long because I did about 5 or 10, at least 10 minutes of talking. So that wasn't too bad. I think that's a nice tag, New York. And you know what? We can put that right on the back. Let's do that. And I'll do it like a belly band. And if somebody wants to do a swap, I can slide a little note in there. I got a sneeze coming. Excuse me. Fantastic. I like it. And I can slide a little note in there if I so choose, if this ends up being a swap with anyone. Okay, guys, that's my first tag make for my series. What state are you in? Series of state tags. I like it. Very nice. Okay, guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you so very much for stopping by my channel. If this is something that interests you, please feel free to join in. Let's make some tags together. State tags. And if you want to do a swap, if you see a state that I'm working on and you want to do a swap, please hit me up. Let me know. I'd be more than glad to do so. As always, take care. God bless. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.